Okay, here we are again, back in KG's kitchen. Now the other day I showed you the last of the peppers that I picked out of the garden. And you probably said to yourself, or maybe you didn't, what's he going to do with all those peppers? Well, I'll show you what we're going to do with them. We're going to make a crock pot full of stuffed peppers. We're going to put all this stuff in there. Ground pork, ground beef, onions, garlic, rice, tomatoes, of course peppers. It's all going to go in a crock pot there. And we're going to make this nice little pot of stuffed peppers. So the first thing I need to do is cut all the tops off these and get the seeds out. So let's do that. Okay, so we got those all cleaned out. I got the insides out, the seeds for the most part. Now I'll tell you what, I left some seeds in these smaller ones here because I think that'll add a little heat to it. I left the seeds in this one, as you can tell. This one here's got a couple seeds in it. Did you see that or not? So yeah, I cleaned the better part of all the seeds and everything out. A couple seeds will not hurt you if you don't get them all, so don't worry about that. And like I say, the purpose behind these seeds is I'm going to see if it actually adds a little bit of heat, so we'll see what happens. So now that I got those cleaned out, I've got to start making my stuffing mixture. And we'll start with those onions right there, so that's where we're going to start. Okay, we'll start with this onion here. We're going to cut that part off. We're going to cut all the way down the side here, like so. We're going to peel the first layer off. Just the first layer is all we need. We want the better part of that onion. So we get. Now I'm going to throw this away real quick. Let's put that down. Throw this away. Okay, for those of you that watch my videos, why do we leave the hairy end on? Anybody? Okay, that's right. We leave the hairy end on because it keeps the onion together when we're chopping it. So let's just get a kind of a semi-coarse dice on this. You can see right there how the onion's still staying together. And that's why we do that. Because I know if you've ever chopped an onion and you try to dice it like this, you know, halfway through it falls apart. It just slips apart, gets all slippery, and it's not good. But this way, if you leave the hairy end on, watch this. See that? The onion stays together. You leave that end on, the onion stays together, so that's why we do that. It's one of the best things I've learned watching the cooking channel. Okay, so I peeled this garlic. What we're going to do is chop this. I'll cut it in half and then just get some nice little slices here going. Nothing fancy. I just want to make sure that I get a clove of garlic in there. Just adds to the flavor. So there, that's all we're going to use. Just that little clove right there. So now that we got the onion cut up, the garlic cut up, let me get this meat, the pork and the ground beef in a bowl, and we'll start putting this all together. Okay, so we got the ground beef in there first. I put that in. I'm going to add the ground pork on top of that. Okay, and there's the ground pork. Now I'm trying to be careful not to touch on this until I'm ready to mix it up, so that's why I'm doing this way. Got the glass bowl so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So now next what we'll do is we'll put the, let me see here, keep this rolling. Put the onions. And the garlic right down in there. Put that right down in there. And next, what we're going to do is we're going to put rice in there. I don't normally measure. I'm going to say about a half cup, maybe a cup of rice. So that'll be, we'll go with that. So now that I got all that in there, I'll mix this up and show you what it looks like before we start stuffing the, oh, you know what? I forgot. We got to put a little salt and pepper in here, don't we? What are we going to go with? Let's see here. I think a little garlic pepper seasoning would be good. Let's put a little bit of that in there. And let's put a little bit of, let's just go with some good old-fashioned ground black pepper. Fresh ground. Okay, that's enough of that. We'll mix this all up, get it all mixed up real nice, wash my hands, and we'll start stuffing these peppers. The last onion, I saved that because it's going to go in, I'm going to chop it up, and I'm going to actually put it in the gravy or broth, whatever you want to call the sauce that's going to be on these stuffed peppers. So let's get this stuff mixed up. Okay, we got it all mixed up. There's what it's looking like right there. Not a bad looking mixture, is it? These are going to be good. I've done these a time or two, so I know they're going to be good. So what I'm going to do now is set this to the side. Let's see. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this last onion before I start all this. Oh, that doesn't look very good, does it? Look at that. I think we have ourselves a bad onion. I'd better get another one. It's a little smaller, but it doesn't feel like it's rotten. So let's cut it and see what happens here. Something falling in the background on me. I bought a new bag of onions. This is the old bag. So if this one's bad, and it looks like it may have a bad spot. I don't know. Let me see. I'll tell you what. Throw some stuff away here. It has one little bad spot there, but I'm going to cut that out. So, and look what we did. The hairy end. Leave the hairy end on. Of course, unless you're slicing it. If you're just slicing it, it doesn't matter. It's going to fall apart anyways. But if you're dicing an onion or anything else, leave that on. Let's cut this off right now. There we go. Get that out of there. That makes me feel better. That makes me feel a whole lot better. Alright. Like I say, this doesn't have to be a huge onion because this is just going to go in the sauce. I love onions. You guys ain't got to do it like this if you don't want to. You can make stuffed peppers however you want to. I'm just showing the way I do it. And like I said, I love onions. Right now, I smell like onions and garlic. Not very attractive. And my eyes are starting to burn from this onion. I love how that works. For years, I cut onions, and they fall apart. See how it just slipped? Still together though. It slipped down, but it's still together. And right there you have it. Look at that. Perfect. I can't say it enough. Leave the hairy end on. Okay, and now for the star of the show. Let's start stuffing these guys. Let's start ever so gently stuffing these guys. Once we get them stuffed, we're just going to set them right down in the crock pot. Set them right down in there because these babies are going to go on. Let's see here. That one fell. Stand up, everybody. Stay. There you go. Stand right there. All right. Look at that. Don't that look good? Don't that look good? Man, these are going to be good. Damn it. That one just fell over again. Excuse my French. These are some pretty good sized peppers that I got out of the garden. Wasn't a bad season for the peppers. Look at them onion chunks. Oh, that's going to be so good. Okay, so you guys get the idea what to do here. You just get your mixture together and start stuffing. So let me stuff the rest of these and we'll show you what it looks like inside the crock pot. I'll tell you what, this pepper right here smells hot. This is probably going to be the one that's going to light me up. That one right there. Okay guys, so here they are. I got the better part of the peppers in there. I didn't use all of the meat mixture, so you see I put a couple meatballs in here. I just took what was left, balled it up, put it on top. Now I don't know if I'm going to need all these onions. That may be a little overkill because the thing is stuffed. I didn't realize how stuffed the stuffed pepper pot was going to be. Say that 3 times fast. Anyway, let's finish this thing off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this can of tomatoes, put them right on top, get them in there, just like that. Let's see, where'd my spoon go? I'll get another one. Kind of get this stuff down in there. Doesn't require a whole lot more seasoning because I'll tell you why. These peppers will season it up beautifully. I try to get everything down at an even level before I put the tomato juice in, because we're going to bring the tomato juice right up to the edge, and we're going to cook this thing on high for about 4 hours or so. 4, maybe 6, who knows. So let's put the tomato juice in here. Just put her in until it comes to the top, nice and slow. There we go. She's coming up now. Now I'll tell you what. You want to leave a little bit of room, and I'll tell you why. Because let me see, let me get this go down a little bit. Because when these peppers, when that meat mixture starts cooking, it's going to release a lot of grease. So your fluid level is going to come up. I may have went a little too high with this, I'm not sure yet. Later on when I come home, if there's too much in there, I'll just spoon some off. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. Now I'm going to take some of these onions, not a whole lot. Just sprinkle some of them in there. Like I say, I'm easy for me to say, I'm an onion lover. It's going to taste like peppers and onions. You know what? That's enough. That's the better part of that onion cell. We're going to call that good. So I'm going to turn this on high. I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to go up to my buddy's house. I have a couple adult beverages. Listen to some music. Shoot the bull, whatever. When I come back later, we'll check on these peppers and see how they're doing. Okay, there we have it. These were done last night when I got home, but it was kind of late, so I just turned the crock pot on warm, let them sit here all night. This is the next morning. Look at that. Don't those look good? I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's get one of these on a plate and give it a try. There's no breakfast better than a stuffed pepper. Doesn't that look good? Well, I'll tell you what, let's give it a try and see just how good it is. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and hot still. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Oh man, is that good? A little pepper in there. Now that is a good stuffed pepper. Oh man, is that good. Well, there you have it. Stuffed peppers the way I do it. So until next time, thanks for watching.